to me. It's not where they're supposed to be. They got a hold on me, and I just wanna ride away.
Hey.
Help me clear these thoughts trapped in my mind today.
Yeah.
Ain't no help required, I'm gon' find a way. Hey. Ride away, away.
What up, whoa? Man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Good Friend Podcast. I'm your host, like always, Sensei Chop. Y'all can follow me on the gram at Sensei Chop. That's SENSEICHOP. Man, look, things are crazy right now, man. Like COVID-19, coronavirus, sheesh, like, woo. I wake up one day and it's like the whole world done changed. Like nothing is how it was like a week ago. Everything done flipped up on side of its head. People losing their fucking mind, going crazy. And I'm just like, wow, this shit is real. And I've been talking to people and folks saying stuff like, yeah, you know, when things go back to normal and when things get back regular how they were. Honestly, my personal opinion, I really don't feel like things are gonna go back to how they was before. There's too many things that happen. One thing being like a lot of people starting to realize some of these big businesses, they really they kind of show their true colors in this situation. So I don't even think some of these businesses gonna be around when this is over with. Another thing, like with a lot of people getting laid off or just even having their whole financial situation in jeopardy like that, I'm pretty sure and I hope there's a lot of people who thinking like, man, look, how am I going to get out of this? Or when I do get out of this, how can I avoid from feeling this pressure again in case something unforeseen like this happens again? How can I make sure me and mine have the proper cushion to be able to survive any type of economic crisis, right? And I ain't going to cap, like, I definitely, my business definitely felt that. I'm in the film business, film, photography, and every single job that I had got canceled. I done had to refund money. I done had to do a lot of, listen, I can't even begin to say how crazy things have been for your boy in this time period, just being all the way 100, like, sheesh. But, you know, you really can't let it like destroy you mentally like that, because when you do that, you'll put yourself in a dark hole that you don't want to be in. You don't want to be in that dark hole because it's hard to get out of, especially when you are already going through such a state of shock as it is with the state of the economy and how the world is looking right now. We're still currently going through this. Quarantine, state shut down. They shut down Vegas. I just got a text. Somebody was like, hey, they shut down Jamaica. How do you shut down Jamaica? I've never in my life heard nothing like that, right? But it's important to learn how to, when you get hit, you got to pivot, you know? Like, you really got to pivot. You can't just be sitting there pointing fingers, placing blames, talking about conspiracy theories, what the government is and ain't doing. At the end of the day, let's just say all these conspiracy theories is right. What you gonna do about it? Like, now that you know this information, what are you gonna do? Exactly. You have to pivot. You got to learn how to like, hey, okay, I don't know if things gonna get back to what I consider normal, but if this is gonna be the state of things, how do I move forward? How do I make something happen for myself out of this? This is a situation I definitely don't want to be in. But there has to be a way to win in this situation. And you got to find that out. You got to discover that. So with this happening, it kind of reminded me of a story. One of my favorite stories, actually. It's called The Count of Monte Cristo. So story goes, The Count of Monte Cristo, it's about this guy named Edmond Dantes. Edmond Dantes was a very simple man. He worked on a ship. He wasn't the brightest of fellas. He was somewhat of what they would call an idiot, but he was real kind-hearted. And by him being kind-hearted, he was well liked. He had a best friend named what's his name? Fernand Mondego. And Fernand Mondego, he was the son of a count. Fernand Mondego had a lot of shit. Damn near everything that Edmund didn't have. He had money. He had notoriety. He had skills with the sword, because that's how they fought back then, with the swords and everything. And if you don't know what a count is like a historical title of nobility in certain parts of Europe back in the day. But one thing that Fernand didn't have, he didn't have Mercedes. Mercedes was Edmund's fiance, beautiful woman, and because of that, Fernand was jealous of Edmund. Now, Edmund was able to get a promotion so he can become captain of the ship that they both worked on. So they just really like infuriated Fernand. He like, oh nah, we can't do this. Like, bro, you got the girl that I want, and you about to get to this money? No, sir, my boy. So Fernand and some other dudes, they conspired against my boy Edmund, and they got this man locked up for life. I really don't want to tell the details of how he got locked up, just in case y'all interested in reading the book or watching the movie. But they got this man locked up for life. And, like, damn, Edmund in that bitch, like, bruh, I'm locked up for something that ain't even true. I done got put into a situation that ain't got nothing to do with me. So the first few years, and then I'm kind of like underplaying it by saying a few years, really it was like about 6-7 years or something like that, maybe more. But around that time, Edmund spent that time just praying and pleading his innocence. It's not true. I didn't do these crimes. And with all that pleading and praying, but no action behind that other than pleading, that nothing changed for him. And it wasn't until one day this dude came up from his floor, like bust through his floor, freaked Edmund out. He like, what the fuck is going on? And when I say through the floor, bust through the floor of his cell. So the dude looked around like, damn, bro, this ain't outside. I thought I was digging outside. This Edmund first time having human contact in years. So he's excited, but he's scared at the same time. So the dude, he's an older dude. He's like, look, bro, I done did some miscalculations. If you can help me dig this hole, we both can escape. And I got a way of repaying you. It's gonna take probably about 16 years, but I got a way of repaying you. So Edmund like, well, shit, what you gonna repay me with? My freedom? Because that's what I really want. He like, I can't pay you your freedom because, as you can see, that can get taken away from you without you having anything to do with that. But what I can give you, I can give you education. I can teach you to read. I can teach you to write. I can teach you how to fight with a sword, because I used to be a soldier in Napoleon's army. I can teach you all this. I just need you to help me. We probably can get out of here in about 16 years. We just got to dig in the opposite direction. Edmund was like, fuck it, I'm here for life. 16 years was that. If there's a possibility that I can get out and learn some new skills, some new everything. Like, everything is new for this man, because he ain't got no education. So he was with it. So over this time, they spent their days digging and Edmund learning and training. And, in the course of this, at first, with him being so gullible and so simple, he still didn't put it together that he was set up by those close to him. So when he realized that, he was even more eager to get out, because now he wanted to exact revenge. He knew exactly who he was exacting revenge on. He played it over and over in his mind. Yeah, these folk gonna get it. These folks gotta feel it. So one day, while they was digging a hole, the old man, the other prisoner, he died in a hole when it collapsed, and some rocks fell on top of him and fatally wounded him. But before he died, he told Edmund, like, look, man, here, let me give you this treasure map. This is a treasure to an immense fortune. Find it. It's yours. So Edmund found a way. I don't want to give it away because it's kind of dope. But Edmund found a way in the midst of that, of this man dying. He found a way to escape. So he escaped. He found the treasure. So now he got this money, all these riches. He got all this knowledge that he didn't have before. He got these skills that he didn't have before. But more importantly, he got this drive. Even though the revenge was his drive, he still had a drive. So with that drive that he had and all the other things he acquired, he reinvented himself. He changed his name. He was no longer Edmond Dantes. He went by the Count of Monte Cristo. He became I would say like a popular playboy within the country that they were in. And not only was he able to exact his revenge on everybody who betrayed him, he was able to do it so satisfying. Long story short, he gets the girl, he has a child, and they live happily ever after with riches, knowledge, skills, and all that. Edmond would not be able to get that if he wasn't in prison. Who knows how his life would have turned out. This man could have probably got killed on the street being gullible and stupid because he didn't possess the proper knowledge. He didn't possess the skills. He had to be put into a situation. He had to be forced into that situation, into that prison to even understand, like, look, man, I gotta become a better version of me, because shit like this cannot happen again. And I'm about to use this revenge as this fuel to make sure I follow through on everything that I say I'm gonna do. I tell that story because shit, hey, that's what we all should be doing right now. While we taking this time out amongst ourselves or our family or whoever it is that we're with, man, take this time to develop you. Get more education than what you had before. Get them skills that you didn't have, them skills that you've been saying, like, I want to acquire these skills. I want to learn how to do this. I'm interested in doing that. Man, now's the time to do it. Reinvent yourself. More importantly, find that driving force that once you get up out this prison, that's going to keep you going forward. Like, I ain't looking back. I ain't going back to that situation. I ain't going back to stressing to figure out how I'm about to pay these bills, how I'm about to feed these kids, because my fucking funds done got cut off from something that ain't got to do with me. I got put in this prison for something that ain't got nothing to do with me. Whatever driving force you need, my dog, keep it. You feel me? Hey, go crazy. Go loco. Go hard while you in prison. Go hard as soon as you get up out this bitch. You feel me? Straight up. Look, man, I hope y'all take that for serious. I hope y'all take that to heart, because I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And wherever y'all at out there in the country, man, because there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, I want y'all to be safe. I want y'all to keep those close to you safe. Be mindful. I know a lot of people have, different points of views about this, but stay in your own area, stay in your own space. Don't worry about what everybody else got going on, especially if they're not over there bothering you. Just stay safe, stay focused, better yourself. Find that drive to make sure that you follow through with what you say you're going to do. You did. And, hey, if anybody got anything that they want to add to this, if you want to continue this conversation with me moving forward, man, hit me up on the gram, hit me up on Twitter, @SenseiChop. That's @SenSeiChop. Hey, we can talk about whatever you did. This is the Good Friend Podcast, and I might not be the friend you want, but I'm damn sure the friend you need. And I'm going to tell you what the fuck you need to hear. Till next time, I fuck with y'all. I'm out.
Sometimes it seems like everyone close to me is not where they're supposed to be. They got a hold on me, and I just wanna ride away. Help me clear these thoughts trapped in my mind today. Ain't no help required, I'm gon' find